When somebody else calls you names, you call the person mad. Their opinions don't matter, you say. But when one of your own calls you out, you sit up straight, pay attention and take notes. A leading Chinese scholar has just called out his country's Generation Z. And he has hardly been subtle. In fact, he has been unsparing in his attack. He has referred to China's Generation Z as entitled, worthless and supremacists. All of this while calling them ignorant. Sounds like a cool guy, right? Let's see what more he has to say. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Atul Mishra. In this video, I will explain why a top Chinese scholar is exposing China's Generation Z for what they are. Let's begin. For close to 40 years, each Chinese family raised only one child, leading to a huge decline in the number of youth workers across the country who can be employed to work in various sectors. China has been feeling the excruciating pain caused by the One China policy, as the same took to showing results in the form of a large quantum of the aged citizenry retiring from the workplaces, while a practical absence of sufficient young people joining the workforce continues to haunt the CCP. The one-child policy was disbanded in 2016, effectively meaning that there are still 10 to 15 more years before normalcy returns to the Chinese demography. Now, the CCP is forcing Chinese people to breed 3 children. What I'm trying to say is this: China is the only regime that so brazenly gets involved in the reproductive practices and choices of citizens. Despite being hard hit by painful repercussions, the CCP has learned no lessons, so it keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. The one-child policy has given rise to wimp sissies and little emperors in China. Single children have been brought up as pampered little emperors by parents and grandparents. They are treated like royalty, and this severely impacts their perception of China and the world. According to Yan Shitong, director of Tsinghua University's Institute of International Studies, Chinese university students born in 2000 or later usually have a strong sense of superiority and confidence, and they tend to look at other countries from a condescending perspective, look at international relations through wishful thinking, and believe that China's foreign policy goals can be achieved easily. Nikkei Asia quoted the leading Chinese scholar as saying, "They think humankind's universal values such as peace, morality, fairness and justice are China's inherent traditions. They think that only China is just while all other countries, especially the Western countries, are evil." Yan Shitong is among the Chinese realists. He is not a jingoist, which is what makes his opinions matter to China's leaders. When Yan speaks, Xi Jinping takes notes. Now that Yan has come down hard on Chinese children and adults born after 2000, it would only be wise for such people to do away with their false sense of bombastic supremacy. The world does not revolve around China, yet such young adults believe it does. That, according to the leading Chinese scholar, is a problem. Yan believes this way of thinking, he has observed, will lead to problems in the future. As such, he has suggested that teachers of international relations should train students to see China's history, understand its complexity, and help them to appreciate the diversity of the world. This is indeed a pragmatic advice. If Chinese children are not brought down from their high horses, they will end up getting thrashed black and blue when interacting with people from around the world of different nationalities and cultures. In any case, the world's tolerance for China has taken a big hit. Today, China is seen as a nuisance, and any jingoist born after 2000 claiming that China is the greatest country of them all will surely get himself a free dental extraction when faced by people who are not Chinese.